This is Abnormal Entertainment.
Are we recording?
Now we are.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now we
as soon
are.
as he stopped the story, we were recording.
As soon as the story ended, we started recording. So we'll play Masked Libs.
We'll do that.
And we'll get back into that story because we have some really cool stuff that we didn't do 250 like we did like a 300, but that's okay.
Yeah.
When we get to 200.
200, yeah.
Was it 200 we did?
Yeah, and I did the big intro.
Yeah, because I have some stuff planned for 300.
And nobody knew that I used the Blade.
I had no idea.
Soundtrack.
I just didn't communicate with you.
Yeah. So, anyway, so what we'll do is, I'm the Masked Blogster. What I will do is we will play some Masked Libs, and it'll be a lot of fun. It'll help you get introduced to everybody that's on the show. If you're a first-time listener, then you know who's talking and whatnot. And just so you know, this is our second episode, and I've drank a lot since then.
This is my fourth or fifth beer.
Yeah.
Today.
Yep.
And it's,
I think the kids
3:30 in the afternoon.
I think the kids say samesies.
Yes.
Everything is at least 9% that I've drank today, which is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if I slur as I tell this Masked Lib story, just enjoy it because you know I wrote it in cursive.
Yeah.
So, Kevin Moyers, if
Yeah.
you could name a person in the room, please.
I'm going to go with Jessie since he hasn't been here for a while.
That's true. And we miss Jesse when he's not around. So, Jesse, how about you give us a noun?
A noun.
That's a person, place, or thing. And he's thinking, and
Sex doll.
okay,
So that's
I haven't been here for a
$35,000
while.
a year, everybody. We'll get into that story too. Mini Mandy, a noun.
Also a person, place, or thing.
Is that what it is?
Not a proper noun.
Show enough, which is not only an exclamation, but it is also a proper noun from the movie.
Oh my god!
The Last
Two tries to say exclamation shows.
We're going with butt plug.
Butt plug. You could tell we've been drinking beers with a
It's
pretty
dirty,
high alcohol content. Kevin Moyers, a number.
We're getting into our natural flow.
I'm going to go with 53. That's the
Really?
number of hours I drove on my road trip.
Good job.
That's less hours than I've been working in a week.
My
Oh,
sister,
my.
too. Yeah.
Sucks.
Jesse, a noun.
Noun.
Person, place, or thing.
Let's go.
Get weird.
See, I got this smile on my face.
Say
Yeah, you do.
Bodhi, because that's what fits for now. Oh,
Futa.
he doesn't understand.
What
that.
is it?
Futa.
Futa?
Futa.
Damn it.
What's a food?
Is it a real word?
Yes, it is.
What is it?
I'll
Something
show
with-
you later.
Something with anime. I'm
Okay.
guessing.
It's part of that, yes.
Okay. I believe you. I don't know why, but I do. Mindy Mandy, an adjective. Descriptive. I know you know, but we're doing it for everybody else who's listening.
And we're drinking.
And we're drinking.
Moist.
And a little high.
We have to have moist. We didn't have it on the last one.
We didn't have moist
true.
on the last one, you're right.
That was great.
Kevin, how about a noun?
I'm going to say tick.
Jesse, part of the body. Ooh, he had that last round, too, on episode 250.
Let's go with areola.
Thank you for that. Mindy Mandy, a verb.
Gotta say it. It's what you do.
Yeah, it's what you do.
The weekly Jersey Jen
Jersey
tribute.
Jen.
Yeah.
I miss Jersey Jen so much.
Rub,
Okay.
as she just left a weird photo in our group chat.
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet. Okay. Kevin Moyers, an adjective.
I'm just going to respond with there's no penis in this photo.
I'm going to say stained.
Oh, my God. Remind me to tell you a story about that word.
Penis?
Multiple on that one. If you can believe this or not, Jessie, part of the body.
Yes. Okay, I gave the breast.
Come on, I believe in you.
Let's go with the pinky toe.
All right. And then Mini Mandy, an adjective.
Just for Jen.
Crusty.
Kevin, a color.
Oh. Color.
I clicked on Jersey Chen's picture. It's giving me the option to like draw and color on it right now.
Color. I'm going to go with chartreuse because it sounds nice.
Nobody ever
like an
goes with
Albany?
like red. Hey, can anybody guess what I'm going to ask Jessie?
Yes!
Body part?
Part of the body, plural.
Oh, wow.
Must be more than one.
Please be awesome.
I want you to
Please be
I want
awesome.
you to funnel into your brain right now the old man that wears the lime green thong.
No! No.
Please say nalgas.
No.
Oh, man, you want me to go
Come
bilingual
on.
with this
Yeah,
one?
go
Okay.
bilingual.
Go super awesome with this. Male or female.
Choncho.
Multiple chonchos.
Multiple chonchos.
I don't know if it works in here, but we'll do it.
It will. It
It
always
won't.
does.
I won't, just because I kind of read the beginning part, but that's okay. Still funny. Mini Mandy, a verb. It's what you do.
Let's go with. No, let's go with thrusting. Or thrust.
Thrust. Kevin,
Sorry.
a plural noun.
I'm paying attention to our group chat.
Plural noun.
All I saw in their group chat was flaccid penis. And I know Jersey Jen does not approve.
Flaccid.
I don't know where you stand on that.
Panesium. Flaccid panesium.
I don't know where Mini Mandy stands on that, but
With what? Sorry, I was listening to Jersey Jen.
and then finally Jessie with an adjective, descriptive word.
Hold on. Play
Wait. Play it again.
Wait.
Can you
After we
put
finish this.
put
After we
that
finish
up
this.
to the microphone, please?
After we finish this.
Yeah, after we finish,
Finish.
save that,
Sorry.
and put it on there.
And then we'll tell the tale of me going to San
This
Francisco.
is so great.
Okay.
Adjective, descriptive word,
Blasting.
blasting. All right, so now that we got the good teaser in, we'll do the masked libs. This one is called Big Trouble,
Oh no.
and I'm going to really try hard not to laugh too hard because I drank a lot. Even if I didn't drink a lot, this would this stuff just gets me like none other. This is Jessie in New York City news traffic helicopter reporting live from the harbor where the $6 of Liberty is under attack by the giant butt-plugged Giganta. It looks like Giganta is trying to uproot the 53-foot-tall Futa of freedom from its base, and police are unable to stop her. Wait a minute. It looks like, yes! Here comes Wonder Woman in her amazing moist jet. The Amazon princess has landed her tick on the statue's areola. Giganta is trying to rub Wonder Woman away, but the stained heroine has taken hold of the villain's pinky toe and using her crusty strength to flip the giant into the water. Now Wonder Woman is using her chartreuse lasso to trap gigantrous chonchos and thrust her away. Ladies and flaccid Penisium, the Statue of Liberty is safe thanks to Blasting Woman.
And
Oh God, that's so
Cut.
fucked up. So
Caitlin, if you knew what that word meant.
explain Futa because you showed me while we
I
were
showed you and Mandy what that was.
It's like lesbian anime.
no,
Show me.
No, it's not
What,
for
what
lesbian.
you showed me.
Show me. Show me Futa. I don't even know if I spelled it right. I just said it.
Futa?
Nope, but that's cool.
Fuda.
That's what Futa is.
It just looks like
It's chicks with dicks,
Yeah.
basically.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
chicks with dicks. That's basically what it is.
All right.
but anime version.
Yeah, you could thank Japan for this, and you could thank the internet
What's
because
new?
I found this.
So okay, play the Jersey Jen video.
all right. I'm gonna play it again.
Picture your dick without involving your feet. And so I just sent that photo to them, and they're like, there's no flaccid dick in that photo. And I was like, oh, man. Can I use one of your dicks?
And then she asked, "Can I use one of your dicks?"
I'm going to play it again.
Jersey Jen, I miss you.
I'll play it one more time for everybody.
Picture your dick without involving your feet. And so I just sent that photo to them, and they're like, there's no flaccid dick in that photo. And I was like, oh, man. Can I use one of your dicks?
She did that by accident.
Thank you, Jersey Jen, for being a part of the show yet again.
Welcome to 251st.
251. Oh, my God.
We started out.
I know it's just under a year away,
Yeah.
but 300's got to be big, right?
They're
Like
gonna be-
300, we really got to try to get everybody that's
Here.
ever been on the show
Here.
that is
Yeah.
available
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
for whatever reason.
for the people that
Between
don't,
episodes where we said maybe not be available.
right?
Yep.
But for people that don't remember, Jersey Jen moved to San Francisco to live with her cousin, and her roommate Christy went with her.
Right.
So it's
Did I meet that one?
Yes.
we did for a second,
Second.
and it's funny because like my
I'm
daughter
drinking
Casey
a
and
lot,
I
so
went
I'm
on
just
this
going to stop.
right. My daughter
Yeah.
Casey and I went on this epic road trip in San Francisco as part of it. We visited all these different cities in a week. And when it came to San Francisco, her cousin Jen lives at her cousin's house, and it's funny. Like it's a cool house, and you could tell it's when, like, we see a lot of cookie cutter houses and shit
Mhm.
in modern architecture, but this
Beige
is one
yellow
that,
boxes in a row, as they say in the Blink 182 album.
yeah.
Yep.
And it's like you can tell this is a house that was created by somebody that had an individual idea for this house. It's a really cool
I
house.
love it.
And Jen and Christy have their own rooms, like off the kitchen area, and kitchen dining area. And then there's another outside little area with a room where Casey and I stayed. Her cousin offered that place up for us, which is cool. And so we went there when we got to. They're in Walnut Creek, which is outside of San Francisco, like a suburb. And we went there and we spent the night and we had a great time. We just all hung out.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Jen made dinner.
Jersey Jen was such a great addition
Yes,
Yeah.
to this podcast.
we had such a fucking
She's
fun
amazing.
time.
Yeah.
She made these like beef burritos, and we had dinner, and we had beers. Well, I brought beer because she doesn't drink beer, which anybody who listens knows. But it was me, her, Christy, Casey sitting. Her cousin Beth came in and out. But we were just sitting around talking bullshit and having a great time. And it's funny because Christy was a roommate here, and we recorded episodes at
Yeah.
Jen's house. But Christy didn't remember meeting me, and I didn't remember meeting her, and she was irritated by the fact that neither one of us remembered each other. But it was like for 2 seconds, I kind of remember Christy coming in and then leaving.
If it was that last time we were at Jersey Jen's house,
Yeah.
if anything,
I feel
because
like that's when it
'cause-
was.
because I met her other roommate Jen,
Yes.
Jen Squared,
Yeah.
Yep.
which Jeremy and I had made many comments about, but
Several.
several still will if given the opportunity.
Yep.
But I don't remember her, the other one either. And I'm sure she's awesome. And I'm sure she's a great person.
Yeah. No, Christy's awesome. But we didn't remember each other.
Right.
But when Jen described the situation, it was like, okay, we kind of remember they came in and then went out really quickly. So
I do remember there was somebody that came, one or two people that came in really quickly.
Right.
And then
Christy
left. I'm
was
like,
one of them.
hey, are you guys going to stick around?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Okay.
All right.
I'll do that over here.
But
I guess you're leaving.
it was funny because she was mad that neither one of us remembered meeting each other, even for it was like 2 seconds. But it was funny. But we had a blast. Like Casey and I got to San Francisco or the area. We went straight over there. We got there in the evening, right when they were back, because they worked together actually, which works out really well for them.
Yes.
But we got to their place and we hung out. We spent the evening just hanging out there. We had we just sat and bullshitted the whole night and just laughed and had a fun time. It was such a good time. And she and her cousin they were great hosts. So it was nice to get to see her because we've all missed her so much after she left here. And we do reference her in every show. It's what you do. We use her line, and I reminded her of that.
That's
like,
what
hey,
you
you get attached to every episode since you've left. The whole "it's what you do" thing. So, and she's happy about that. But yeah, it was cool to get to hang out with her because as soon as I knew, like, okay, we're gonna make this a road trip and we're gonna hit San Francisco, I'm like, hey, let's get together and have a beer and stuff because we haven't seen each other since September when she moved. So it was great to see her. We had such a great time, and her cousin's place was awesome. And I was happy we got to stay there. And
Where's it at in San Francisco?
Walnut Creek is about, if there's no traffic, a little bit more than a half an hour away from San Francisco. It's a little
not
bit
bad.
east, a little bit northeast of
Is
there.
it near Berkeley? Or is it like more south than Berkeley?
No, it's a little bit
North of
northeast.
okay, so okay.
I think Berkeley's south of San Francisco.
No, it's like
Southeast
It's outside
a
the
little
bay.
bit? Okay. Yeah, that I'm not too clear on, but we just headed straight there. I put that address in we went from Portland there, so it was like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah.
But it was nice because there was so much cool shit to see, weather-wise, mountain, just the whole landscape between Portland and San Francisco is beautiful. So, and if you're here, between Sedona and Flagstaff, that 2-hour drive is
that's
so
a good
beautiful.
drive.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Depending, and there's two different ways you can do it.
Yeah.
But there's one way that's more direct. From
89A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
It's the best.
that is the best drive
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Arizona.
But that
It
drive,
is.
no joke, Portland is at the northern end. It borders Washington. It's at the northern end of Oregon. So, that's 4 hours just through Portland, or through Oregon, I should say.
Sure.
So, going from there, and everything is just beautiful from Portland all the way to San Francisco. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, it was it didn't feel like 10 hours.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it was a great drive.
Mandy,
and then you show
our
up.
10 hours from Phoenix up
Yeah.
through Flagstaff to Amarillo will feel like 40 hours.
Death. It'll feel like death.
Just so you know.
I mean, we have to drive through New Mexico and Texas. It's going to be
Yes.
awful.
Yeah.
So just
I'm
so you
gonna
know.
bring hand sanitizer.
Bring a book. Am I that gross?
No, but New Mexico
Oh, we're not reaching
is.
across. Never mind. We're not reaching across. Okay, got it.
No, I don't want Mrs.
No, absolutely not. We
Yeah.
won't be.
I don't want Miss Blogster to kill me.
She doesn't care.
Oh, I don't have to do it now.
You're doing you're doing a job for her.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
I'm
Go
not.
ahead.
I'm not that nice.
Go ahead.
But no, Jen and Christy both look great. They're they seem happy up there, which
That's
is awesome.
I would be too.
But it's beautiful up there.
Yeah,
it
it
sure
is.
is.
It is.
You know.
If I had any inkling that I could afford to live there,
Yeah.
I'd probably go too.
Yeah. And it's so
But I
it's
don't.
really nice up there. So but
Please
we
donate
had
to the
such
show.
a great time. We were just sitting and talking and laughing for hours. And then we moved from the kitchen to the living room, and Casey put on the Rugrats movie on Netflix.
Sure.
But the three of us were just bullshitting while she was watching the movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was one of my favorite nights of the whole
Yeah.
trip.
We miss
It's
you,
just-
Jersey Jen.
Yeah,
We
did.
miss you.
We all miss her.
We
and
really
I told
do.
her, I'm like, we mention you almost every episode. We miss having you down here.
Yeah.
And but it was so great to be able to connect with her. Because during the trip, I was supposed to connect with somebody that I've only known through podcasting in Seattle. But then she and her family went off to visit other family during the time I was there. So I didn't get to connect with her. I was supposed to connect with my sister in L.A., but she was stuck at work. So we couldn't do that. So Jen was the only person that I planned to connect with that I got to.
Yeah.
But it was great. And we
If
do-
anybody, that's who you want to connect with, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But we had
Yeah.
such a fun time. And I should have recorded a little mini episode, but we're just...
You know
messing
what?
around.
When you get going,
Yeah. We're just going and
it
having
wouldn't
fun.
have worked if you would have stopped
Yeah.
everything,
But
and you wouldn't have that right connection.
it was
Yep.
great. And Christy's funny as hell, so...
Yeah.
We were having a good time, and
I wouldn't
Casey's
know.
being a banana, so...
I didn't meet her, or probably did, but she was leaving.
You did, for 3 seconds. And she won't remember you, and you won't
She
remember
was
her.
just-
She would be
It's
pissed
like,
at you
really?
for that.
That was the best Blogster? F that guy. Because he wasn't even wearing a mask.
I don't
But,
recognize him
I
without
don't-
the mask on.
It
You know,
was,
that's happened to me. I showed up, and I went to an Applebee's one night,
Oh,
and one of the bartenders recognized me. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome! You're here. This, that, and the other thing." And I'm talking to her. The other bartender's like, "Oh yeah, hey, yeah, this is so and so." She said my real name, and was like, "Yeah, he does this podcast. It's awesome." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool to meet you." Yeah, I do this thing where I wear wrestling masks and stuff. Oh wait, you're the mask Blogster? It's like, yeah. Because it was a particular person's wife. Mandy, you would know
Yeah.
this person really well.
would I?
Oh no, you would know you absolutely know who this person is.
Okay.
I don't know. It probably kind of
Yes,
it probably came
yes,
on.
yes.
You probably heard me say it, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I met this person's fiance or
Yeah.
wife, and
Yeah.
it's like I would not have guessed that was you wearing the mask. It's like I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'll take it. She's like,
Thank
it's
you.
Fine. Thank you. I think.
Good people. Good people.
But yeah, both people were awesome, and it's just funny to hear that. But I'm
you got
really glad
recognized
you got
for
to
a
see Jersey
podcast.
Jen. I'm really glad you did because
Yeah.
Jersey Jen. So the way she came about was through Mr. E. Marquis or Selfie Santana or whatever we're calling him these days.
One of those names.
One of those names. He actually went by Elvin one night. But they got to know each other on Tumblr. Yeah, so they got to know each other in Tumblr. And there was a time that Jersey Jen said, I'm going to steal all your friends and they're going to like me more. And it's like,
She sets goals.
basically it was like,
I hear it.
I'm going to steal all your friends and I'm going to be on the show. And like, okay. And she, you know what? They both stole in our hearts and we're both really
Yeah.
glad. We're all really glad that both of them are in our lives. And I'm just super happy that Jersey Jen got to be a part of the show.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, if I went
When
to
it was
New
Bank
York,
on Action, I didn't know her. Like, it was just weird. I missed her because I was like in Denver or something, and Taylor Made was doing Bank on Action, and Jersey Jen was just kind of like watching along and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And I was like, huh. And then I met her, and I'm like, okay, Jersey Jen is awesome.
She's
Yeah.
great.
She's
Yeah.
fantastic. What a great addition to the Abnormal family.
I was so happy that I got to visit her when we were out there. And if I went to New York, I'm visiting Elvin, no
Absolutely.
doubt,
Absolutely.
no doubt. Like,
Oh, without
that's
a doubt.
must.
Yeah.
I've already told him.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to get in a van with him,
Yeah.
but I will definitely visit.
Now, granted, I went through Idaho and did not see Kalani.
Where? Where did you
Idaho.
go?
Where?
I had a pimp. Had to do it.
But we were there like 2 a.m. on our way to Seattle, so I was like,
He'd have been awake. It's fine.
yeah, he would have been awake.
He probably would have had pizza for you.
So for those of you that didn't listen to the 300th episode of Maskerpiece Theater, the pizza that Mandy's referring
200.
to,
200.
Yeah.
200. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
You're way ahead.
200 TH episode. So, yeah, Kalani delivers pizza in Idaho Falls and likes to...
which I was nowhere near.
nowhere near, I'm
fair,
sure,
yeah.
He likes to have the tentacle
Under
finger
the
covers
yeah.
on all of his fingers, and when they take the pizza from his hands, he's wiggling those tentacle fingers at them as they take it away.
Awkward, man. It's awkward.
That's made somebody snort. It was awesome.
Does he get a tip, though? That's
Just the tip.
Yeah.
just
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 the tip. It's not usually money.
He just gets that crazy
Don't wear
stuff.
those things when you deliver pizzas.
Oh,
With a
imagine
tip.
he does a porn and he's the pizza delivery guy.
Yeah. He's the only brown person in Idaho Falls, and he wears tentacle fingers. So,
He's not that hard to pick out.
he's not hard to pick out, but he probably gets a lot of action with that.
Yeah.
Probably.
He told me he does. I believe him.
I believe him.
I know
I
why.
believe him too.
Yeah, he would have
I
been
know
way
why I
off
do.
of my route to go visit in Idaho
Yeah.
Falls.
Yeah, but he loves it there, which is kind of funny. He went there with somebody. That
Yep.
person has since moved. He's like, I like it here. All right.
But that's the thing, like, some people are meant for small town and some people are meant for big city. Like,
Yep.
for me, growing up in Chicago, being in Phoenix,
It's
Yeah,
small
but-
town to you, right? Like small town-ish?
ish. Yeah.
Ish.
But,
Like it's just small enough.
yeah, being on the west side would be hell for me.
Oh, it'd be awful,
awful.
right?
Awful.
It's more older
You
people,
know what's awesome about the west side of Phoenix?
boring families that don't do anything ever.
But do you guys know what's awesome about the west side of Phoenix?
What's that?
Me neither.
Yeah.
I was sitting here like,
Wait,
I don't know the answer to
Yeah, I don't
this
either.
question.
I don't either.
tell people-
I grew up there. It was awful.
Don't go to the west side.
No,
Don't.
it's
Just
the
don't.
worst. It's the worst place ever. Go
You
to a football game. Come the fuck home afterwards.
Well,
Live in the streets. Don't live in the Avs.
like
It's a
right
thing in Phoenix.
yeah,
now,
it's awful.
as we're recording, Lynn, who is like a Raise Your Spirit super fan, she's in Scottsdale. She's here for
Is she hot?
she and her husband both work for the post office. Yes, she's hot.
husband.
She's hot as fuck.
Husband. Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
she and her.
out.
I can't comment on her hotness, but yeah, Lynn's hot. Fuck.
Of course she's hot.
She's
Yes.
a good-looking
Hey,
woman.
does she listen to Raise Your Spirits? Of course you're hot. Duh.
Lynn's my super fan. Like Cam had his, I got mine, but
But she's
Lynn,
hot. She's hot.
She's
I know.
great. She
she's
and her
an
husband are
amazing
here
person.
from. Lynn sent me the World Series flag or the towel from
That's
the
awesome.
commercial.
What a
So
cool
she-
person.
Yeah, she's here in Scottsdale. They're here for spring training stuff, and I told her like, if you're sober enough, I'll meet you up for a drink. She texted me this morning at 12 that she's already tipsy at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. So
Okay, here's another question. Do you guys know what's awesome about Lolo's Chicken and Waffles?
what?
Fucking everything. I love Lolo's Chicken and Waffles.
So
I just told
disappointed
her-
in myself. I have not been yet.
Oh, man.
I literally
you
can take the bus.
You can do it at home. Just make waffles and
Yeah.
some
Well,
chicken, and then
No,
add
it's not the
syrup.
same.
No, it's not the same.
Bullshit, it's not the same.
I haven't been to Lolo's
So
yet
good.
either, but I told her you're doing it right. But
Yeah, I love
during
it.
this weekend, if there's a
And I love
time
it.
when she's
Downtown Gilbert, man.
sober enough to text me, I'm going to go have a drink with her because she's bought books from us. She's listened to podcasts, whatever.
Did she buy Twisted Magic?
She bought a couple of books from me, and I said, the next one I'm just going to send you because she's been such a dedicated listener. So I sent
I
her
would
a
still
couple
say she's
freebies.
cool even if she didn't.
She's awesome, but
Yeah.
her and her husband both work for the post office, so that's another reason we connect. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I hope that I get to go have a drink with her and her husband because that
That would be great.
Yeah, of course, I'm a
Awesome.
little buzzed right now, so driving
If I'm
might be
invited,
rough.
I would go too.
And I'm supposed to play Glory Hound in Blood Bowl 2 this weekend.
Ooh.
And that's going to be fuck because
Oh, my.
I have not.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So
sexy
Richard
time.
Newby, who's on the Uninvited Gamers with her,
Yeah.
he did not win a game until he played me,
I threw that there.
and I did not score a touchdown in that game until I played him. So we are the two worst in our league.
So it's like fantasy football for Kevin.
yeah.
Yeah.
What a rough
I
year.
played Halo for the first time in forever, like 2 weeks ago with some friends. And it's been established multiple times. I'm that person that plays so everyone gets an easy kill. So this time we did sniper, and I fucking kill it at sniper.
Oh, okay.
They all got super mad.
Never
because
mind.
I went from worst to best.
I was going to say, you know who I should play Halo with? It's Mandy, because I am awful at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I'm terrible until we do sniper because I have really good eyesight, so I can see like little movements in the screen.
Okay.
And so now I'm like,
Do you know how to zoom?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was hoping.
I
While
know.
you were saying that,
Please.
I was like, I please hope she knows how to zoom.
I know
at
how to
least.
zoom. I know how
So-
to use the controllers. I'm just not like focused enough to do like the close hand stuff.
Halo was the game that made me realize my daughter is better than me at video games.
Right?
Because I was
man.
like, I went in there, played some Xbox with her. I'm like, oh yeah, check this game out. I downloaded it. 'Cause they had like the free Halo download or whatever
Yeah.
on Xbox Live or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
check this out. This is awesome. Damn, I keep on getting killed. Dad, can I try it? Yeah, try that shit. Flying through it. Like
Yeah.
nothing is happening. Like, huh. Okay.
I'm good.
And I'm just like watching her, just like flying through. I've never played Halo, by the way, but I played some other first-person shooters.
Yeah.
But enough
Right.
to where I'm like, I should be able to handle this. And I'm just like, huh. All right. Okay.
toast.
And she's just like flying through the levels,
Yeah.
getting on to the next part, and the next part after that, and the next part after that. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening right now. Dad, check this out. Click, 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 click. Like, huh. You're pretty good at this game, I guess. All right.
I'm gonna go back to my comic books.
I feel like
Right?
I feel like Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania X18. The torch has been passed.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Isn't that such a
I know
weird-
everybody's
it-
cheering for me.
It's
a
such a
weird
weird
feeling.
thing
It is.
because you have your nerddom. You have the specific nerddom
Right.
and knowledge of everything you know.
Like,
now
I-
you're looking at a different one.
Yeah.
And you're like,
This is with me. This is with me because you guys are so far.
older than you, yes.
Well, no, that's
I'm older than him.
I know you're not, but
well,
no,
wait,
but it's like-
I am old. Wait, am I older than you?
barely.
No, I think I'm 31.
I'm 30.
Oh,
Yeah, you're young. You're a
yeah.
youngster.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Basically the
But
same.
he's older than me.
But
legally, I'm
basically
older.
the same.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. Like, Miss
I
Kevin.
just,
Yeah,
I'm more into your guys's
The point is,
Here-
stuff.
I'm getting
but-
destroyed by Glory Hound tonight
Sex-
on this game.
I'll just be
no matter what
sexist.
happens.
You're a girl.
Fuck you, asshole.
But you both wear the same bra, so it's okay.
Hey, they don't know that online.
Jesse's are bigger, but
My
that's cool.
boobs are
Jesse's are
here.
bigger.
They're a little bit more muscular.
Yours are nicer, Mandy, but his are bigger.
Yes. So there
I've
you
looked
go.
at both. Through a shirt only.
Yeah,
Through a shirt only because you
That's
won't
true.
let me,
it's true.
Jesse.
All you have to do is ask, man. At this point, I don't care.
You can ask Jesse to do jumping jacks and he'll do it.
You won't like what the jiggling is, so you'll
You
get
jiggly
it.
baby.
Oh, really?
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna go
baby.
outside
Jiggly
and give you guys
baby.
a
No,
moment.
hey.
People over 40 know it, what I'm saying.
Dude,
Go ahead,
but
Jesse.
video games is nothing compared to what you guys are used to.
Oh, I know. Video games for, like, Kevin and I are more pattern-like.
Yeah.
Right.
Tetris.
Like,
It's
like,
basically
that, like
Tetris
that
and
I'm
all.
bullshit.
Tetris.
Well, the side
That's what I
scrollers,
love.
yeah.
And
Side
Mario.
scrolling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
And I played, like, Grand Theft Auto and shit
Yeah.
like that, and I love it, but I'm
Yeah.
just not good at it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
the
a-
way that, like, younger people are. They're
Right.
just much better at it than I am.
This
it's
is
just
horrible.
the video game craze at the 90s is just I just stuck with it. Like I saw all the other stuff with
Captain
comic books and
90s.
everything, but I just stick with the video game. So I know, fuck this useless knowledge. I know what, like, I had a PS2, I had a PlayStation, I had a Xbox 360 S, like just the naming of the
Sure.
consoles. It's like
Yeah.
I know, and I have this all useless.
What do you play
lore.
right now?
Right now, I'm playing PUBG.
No, like, what
It-
system?
Yeah, it's a Xbox One.
Okay.
Xbox One S. It's the Not the newest.
I'm not even there.
Yeah, you're not even. Well, I was just about to ask you. I got to clarify because you said download off of Xbox Live. Are you playing the 360 version?
360.
Okay, so you have.
That's all we got in the house.
So look, this is my skill that I'm going to lay down. So you have the downloadable game.
So I have three.
Halo,
we have a 360, and then my daughter bought a PlayStation 3 for like $40 at a yard sale.
Okay.
We were just walking around the neighborhood. She was walking around the neighborhood where we were staying at the time, and then she's like, "There's a PlayStation 3 here."
That's a deal, though.
But I mean, they had the box, they had the controllers, they had everything in it.
And you play all the old games
and,
too, right?
And
No.
Mrs.
You got to be careful with PS3. PS3 had a time at the very beginning with the Ken. You could play all the old PS2 games.
Oh, she had the original.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was the original.
If she
old
had
one.
the original big box PS3,
That's what it was.
Then then you could play. But the newer stuff, newer PS3s, you can't.
Yeah, the little slim design.
That's all you had.
Yeah. No. She had that one, and Mrs. Blogster was sitting because I was working on that on a Saturday, and they're like, "Hey, the mini Blogster bought the PlayStation 3." I'm like, okay, because she earns money for babysitting and chores and other things that she does, and she's like, she bought it for $40, and I'm like,
it's not bad.
And I saw what she got, and I saw it in person. I'm like, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
especially for the games she likes to play. She doesn't play. Like, I want to play Madden so bad on a PS4 or an Xbox One.
I'll bring it. I have Madden on.
So I have Xbox One.
That's fine if you bring it, but I don't have a machine to play it on. Like, I don't have anything.
I could just bring my Xbox. All I have to do is bring my Xbox and it has everything.
Mrs. Blogster's best friend, her husband, we've become pretty good friends with. He's like, I'm bringing my PS4. You can just keep it over at your house. I'm like, I just feel weird about it, though. Like, what if I break it? Like, he doesn't play
another guy's PS4.
Oh, yeah.
But like his computer setup, because he plays like the latest Final Fantasy on PC.
Oh yeah, it's awesome,
man. But like his setup, he's got dual monitors on like 24-inch monitors.
That's cool.
It's fucking badass.
I'm guessing he streams a lot. That's
like all the stuff that he's doing on his computer. Like, he showed me like his World of Warcraft, and he's like, no, I'm going with Final Fantasy, and he showed me all the stuff. He's like, you want to play it? I'm like, that's too high tech for me. I don't think I can. Like, I'll watch you play it,
right?
But I just can't do this right now because this is amazing looking. Like, it's incredible to watch these two huge monitors that he's got set up, and like he's really into it. And I'm just not there. I'm still trying to draw Blasto number 2.
Online gamers get really deep into that stuff.
I cannot play a video game unless it's 50-inch. On a monitor. It has to be 50-inch because that gives me the best image to just nail on.
But there's a difference between console players and PC.
Hell yeah. There's a big stigma against each other.
He's a big PC gamer now. Because he's got
do not like each other.
Two different worlds.
It's so different.
The controlling is so different.
Yeah, his PC is on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Like, I went over to his. I'm like, oh my god,
a cheap
PC
gaming PC, a cheap one. You're looking to spend just the modem itself, just like the desktop box itself. It's $800.
Yeah,
that's the cheapest.
Oh, he went way above that.
And consoles are half that.
Yeah. Like he went way above that. Like I mean, it's got like plexiglass, clear.
Yeah,
like you could see everything in it, and like. Hell yeah, if you're into that, do that.
This is where I'm at. I finally bought a newer console. It took me since 1992.
Yeah.
I bought an Xbox One.
Right.
And I've played Tony Hawk.
I'm going to send you a whole bunch of... give me your gamer tag. We can share games, and then you can play all my games.
I don't have Wi-Fi right now because I'm in the Stone Age. But I have Tony Hawk. I have Mortal Kombat because that was like
because it's awesome.
Yep.
Yes.
And there's this game I found on there. It was like discounted on the live thing while I had it. It's like a cooking game called Overcooked.
Heard of that?
And it's so much fun.
It's so much fun.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, I should play Mortal Kombat. No, I'm gonna beat this level.
There's a
Damn
game.
it, the pizza.
Scramble some
God.
motherfucking eggs.
There's a game that you're gonna like. It's
Crazy.
called Costume Party.
Waffles, bitch.
Okay.
It's on there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The South Park games. You guys will love
It's
the
crazy.
fucking South
I'm
Park.
sure I would.
Those sound fun too. Yeah, I've heard a lot
Yeah.
about them.
Yeah,
I'm trying
I've
to
heard of
figure
all
out
the great things.
controllers. There's more buttons than my
It's-
A and B and
it's-
up, down, left, right.
No,
so
Up,
it's-
down, down, left, right,
it's-
BA,
it's-
select, start.
Yeah.
30 lives,
1, 2,
all the
3,
weapons,
4,
Contra.
5, 6, 7, 8,
There's a lot more buttons.
9, 10,
Moving
11,
in with
12.
Jess though,
There's
we have
13
a
buttons on
we
a
have
simple
a
controller.
tube TV,
Shit.
and my
Remember
Nintendo
when it was-
works
Nice.
Up, down, left,
on the
right,
tube
BA.
TV.
That's it.
So I've
Select
been
start.
Yeah.
playing the Nintendo again.
I don't blame
So
you.
like I bought this Xbox One for Black Friday, and now I'm
African-American.
back playing my Nintendo,
Yeah,
and I've beat Mario twice.
yeah.
I would play fucking Super Mario Brothers 2 forever.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that game
an
so
underrated
much.
I would
game.
say that for you
That
guys,
game-
for the older generation.
Man,
get
Super
Switch.
Mario Brothers
Get the
2
Switch.
is
That's the only
fucking
Mario I
best
never
game.
beat. That's the only Mario
Yeah.
I never beat. Was
2?
2, yeah.
Oh, I beat it multiple.
Yeah.
It's so good. That game is so good.
It's
Like it's better
different.
than every other one.
That's
Jess's boyfriend has a GameCube, and he's bringing it, and it works on the tube TV.
Well, on
I've
Super
never seen- I
Nintendo,
didn't
they
play
had
much of
Super
the
Mario
GameCube.
All Stars, and they had it on.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Super Mario All Stars for the Super
That's a
Nintendo.
blast.
I'm mad at myself for selling that.
I think I'm going to buy the minis
Yeah.
or the new ones that came out that work on the new TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
That have
luck
all
with
the
that. They're
games.
still,
They have them in stores at Best Buy.
really? They got them?
Yeah,
They've been
They still
sold
have
out
a tube
everywhere.
TV
they
sitting
have
here.
they have Segas
For
and
if
they
I
have
get that
Nintendos.
chance.
Oh yeah, the Sega ones at like Bed Bath and Beyond.
Well,
That's
no,
pretty
they have
cool.
them. They have them at Walmart. It's
Yeah.
$60, and it comes with all the original Sega games,
That's cool.
Yeah,
So-
Altered Beast and
Yeah.
all
Oh
that
my
stuff.
god, I used to love that game.
all the Sonic
And
the
the
Hedgehog.
arcade.
Altered Beast.
Streets of Rage. Do you guys know Streets of Rage?
Oh, of course
Yes,
I know Street
yes,
Rage.
they
It was
got
great.
all of them.
It was,
But they also had
Double Dragon Light. Yeah.
Ghosts and Goblins. That was
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
one that
Another
was
one.
great in the arcade, and
The
they brought it to
RoboCop
Sega.
game was actually fun.
There
Yes.
was a game called we just said it, Altered Beast,
Yeah.
and there was a guy that we Labor Day.
Rise from your grave.
I couldn't.
First
I had no idea.
The first fucking line of the season.
I
first start.
had no idea what Flavor Dave was saying. Hey man, you hang? I'm like what?
What?
Man, you hang? What? Can you hang? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can play this game. Give me the controller, goddammit, Flavor Dave. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Hey man, can you hang?
No, Sega it never made it to the level of Nintendo.
The problem with
Yeah.
Sega was it was excellent,
Yeah.
but when you really look at it, they didn't have the amount of colors
Yeah.
that Nintendo did. So when you got to like the still screens,
yeah.
there was like a wrestling game that
Yeah.
had Hulk Hogan in
Right,
all of
right.
his
Yeah.
glory, and it looked freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Sega could never match that.
No.
But like, what was that game? There was a football game. Joe Montana.
Joe Montana, yep.
Yeah, the Joe Montana football.
Wasn't it like
Joe
NFL
Montana
Live
football.
or something?
Joe Montana football it had talking all the way through.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
the one thing Sega had over Nintendo.
It was
Joe
that
Montana
amazing.
football.
That made
It
the
was a
game.
Sonic
great
was
fucking
great.
game.
That
Sonic
one,
Nintendo didn't
Sonic
have
was
that.
good too, but to the point with Joe Montana, like it had real talking all the way through.
Yeah.
But the way
Yeah.
it talked was just not as good as the voices that could be on Super Nintendo.
But
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
But Super
But the-
Nintendo didn't have a football game that
thing
was
about-
equivalent.
and you're
It had
right.
Tecmo Bowl.
The
You're
thing
right.
about Sega,
But it
though,
wasn't equivalent to Montana.
think of it this way: the thing about Sega at that time is that it was going through a major revisioning of what it
Oh,
can
no.
actually be.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then, but what happened?
They
They
never really
lost a
fully
lot-
formed.
No,
Yeah.
no, they had fully formed. They were actually beating Nintendo here in America.
Well,
In
until
certain
Nintendo
places.
64 came out.
It was able to
That's what
hang.
I'm saying, but the Sega,
Exploded.
the Sega had so many fuck ups that really not being the brand it
Well-
is.
The
It's
colors?
Sega Saturn, Sega CD.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
That
You're right.
jumped
They
way ahead.
fell.
That was
Yeah.
way
It was
before
way
PlayStation.
ahead of its
The
time.
issue with Sega is it led to repeating. So, like, that was
But
the
then-
issue with Sonic. Is you'd beat it,
You
and then
lost.
it suddenly would restart, and you're like playing the same level over
The
again.
thing is, at the time,
That's
Nintendo
what Atari
actually
did.
paid all
Yeah.
the developers that needed to get paid, like Final Fantasy. Why is it so big? Because they went to Nintendo first. They
Right.
were
Yeah.
going to go to Sega,
Yeah.
but Nintendo had the process to actually play a Final Fantasy game
Sure.
at the time.
Yeah.
So they
I mean-
were catching up all the big names of developers
Sega-
we know today.
Sega opened the opportunities for 64.
Oh, I did. No, there was a lot of things, but to Kevin's points,
Yeah.
that Joe Montana football, because I had my
Yeah.
best friend at the time, man, because it would, like, it really played into what was happening at the time.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bad voice, but it was a voice that was really reading what was happening.
Yeah.
Because, but the thing was, when my awesome best friend at the time would play it, he'd go into a punt formation on first down. It's first down, and I can't believe it. They are lining up to punt the ball, but he would do a fake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fake. And first down, San Francisco at the 21-yard line. Like,
Yeah.
it was just,
Like every word
so
had
like
to be subject.
everything was like they had a lot of it going on for them. Like Sega was amazing,
Yeah.
but their follow up to Jesse's point, the Saturn, the CD, it just wasn't quite there
They were.
because there was 3 systems that came out when Sega Genesis came out.
Yeah.
Jesse, I don't know if you remember. Mandy, I don't know if you quite remember. Kevin might, but he went to pee. There was the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo 64, and I
And
never
the
played it.
Dreamcast.
But my friends came out with no.
No,
that was
Dreamcast was
no,
later.
that was a Sega thing.
Dreamcast was
Can
later.
anybody remember what the other 16-bit
Are you
system?
talking about
So the
Sega
third
Saturn.
big 16-bit system. There was one more.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's
The
called,
Jaguar.
No,
No.
that's actually not it. That was a 32-bit system. The TurboGrafx
Oh
16.
my god, what's it called? I know what you're
TurboGrafx.
talking about.
Right.
I know what you're
16. It was
Yeah.
a TurboGrafx 16.
16.
That was the other. That was the
Yeah.
third one.
That
I
was
get
a
a hold of one.
Atari
I would
games.
love to play. It was a different. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was not. It was not. No, the Atari Jaguar was like a 32-bit system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit above,
Yeah.
but it never took off.
No.
It just never.
There
none
were
of it did.
stores
Just
that
like
didn't even put it like on their
Yeah.
shelves. Yeah.
much like the. Oh, there's one more. SNK made it.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
SNK made it.
I'm trying to think of right now because there was a time.
Man, there's some people that are listening to this
They're
podcast
yelling
saying,
at
"You
the fu-
stupid bitch! You know what it is." And I'm like, "Don't call Jesse that."
Just because that's what we call them.
Yeah,
I know.
right?
1991 is
Yeah.
when Joe Madden Football came out
Yeah,
for the Sega Genesis.
or Joe Montana.
Oh, Joe
Joe
Montana.
Montana.
Joe Montana.
Well, but Joe Montana was. It's kind of
Joe
the
Montana went a
predecessor
long
for-
way. So
if you remember, as far as the create your own character went, NFL Quarterbacks Club came out. For,
right,
Yeah.
I think it was Super Nintendo.
it
Yeah.
was. That's
Yeah.
a
And
good
that
call.
was the first game you could create your own character.
That's
it was
right.
Like hair and
True.
And then PlayStation
Jersey
came
color.
out. I think it was. I don't remember if
It was Madden.
first or PlayStation 2.
It's-
No,
NFL
before-
football. It was
before
NFL
Madden.
football. It was NFL football because 2K didn't come out till
I'm going to pee.
to the
Xbox.
64.
Well,
no, it came to the 64.
I thought it was an
2K.
Xbox.
All the 2K games, like back in the started out as Nintendo, like 2K basketball, 2K football.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
NBL,
yeah.
NBL came out with
Yeah.
Right. But before that, the game that came out where you could create characters, there was Quarterbacks Club, and then the next game you create your own characters was SmackDown 2 Know Your Role.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
SmackDown
right.
2 Know Your Role.
Is the
was
first time
the
you could design your
second
characters, yeah.
Create your own character game.
No. You're missing one. You're missing
one?
one. You're missing one for the Nintendo 64, and that was way before it. No Mercy. WWE No Mercy.
Oh,
you could do
yeah,
it
that's
there.
right.
Oh,
no
that
Mercy
one-
let you do
that
it,
one
and
had-
then SmackDown.
That one,
yeah.
that one had the mixture of both because you could do a storyline. It was the first ever wrestling
Yeah.
storyline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then SmackDown 2 you could do story. But was that PlayStation or
No,
PlayStation?
that was,
No, it
that was
was
Nintendo
64.
64.
No, but
It
I
was
mean
64.
SmackDown 2. SmackDown 2 was on
Was
PlayStation.
60
Yeah, that was in the PS2.
But
That was on the
SmackDown,
PS2,
the first
okay.
SmackDown was on 64.
Right,
and
right.
it let you.
No,
it let
the
you-
first
But
SmackDown
no,
was
you-
on
Was it
PlayStation.
on
Yeah,
PlayStation?
Know
It was
Your
on
Role
PlayStation.
was a PlayStation
That's
Yeah,
That's right.
that was
That's
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first ever
Okay.
storyline,
Yeah.
create your character, was actually on Nintendo 64.
No Mercy. Ah.
The greatest.
Okay.
Even to this day, people still play it.
It's great.
It is the
It's still
greatest fucking wrestling game that there is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
great.
all that stuff was so good back. Like SmackDown 2, I created a character that looked exactly like me. It was insane, and my
Did he
friend
get
and I
his ass
sat
kicked
there.
all the time.
No, he's
Yeah.
getting power bombed.
No, my friend and I sat there and we created
Choke
characters
Right.
that looked exactly like us, like our friends, everything. It was insane how good that game was for
It's
the
a simple
created
Yeah.
character.
That's the thing. It's so simple back in the day with the limited
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
that even now, you can't go back to it because there's too much.
You were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
limited
yeah.
technology. The last shooting game that I was excellent at. I'm decent at some things now, but excellent at was GoldenEye
Yeah.
on 64. Like I fucking destroyed. On
Everyone
that
has
game.
everyone has the
Oh,
number one
man.
rule. No, what's that little Asian dude's name? Top Hat?
Yeah.
No top hat because he was the smallest motherfucker and you can't
Yeah.
hit him.
Here's my favorite because that was me. Oh, we got to be small, yo. It's just like in baseball. My strike zone is tiny. That was. I don't care what anyone does. GoldenEye will always be.
It's still
My
good.
little brother used to destroy the fuck out of us on GoldenEye.
Yeah.
And he's 11 years younger than me.
I've beat that game like 15 times. It's insane. What?
Never got past the first level.
No, I
Blogster's
only
never
played it
beaten
with
this
my.
level.
I never had an
Oh,
N64, so my brother used to kick the shit out of us when we'd come out here
I-
to visit.
So I had my parents. So I had a 64 because my parents bought it for me because they used to do they still do, but game sets with the games and controllers. And my parents got it for me because it came with Lion King, and I was a huge Lion King fan, and I begged forever. Pretty much. And I loved it, and I was like, I need more games. My parents gave me they got me GoldenEye, and it was the golden.
Yeah, the golden cartridge.
The golden cartridge. Shut up, Blogster.
golden
Goddamn
shower.
it. But they
it came
got
with
me-
it afterwards.
I played it so much that the game broke.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
I
now
love
you
those.
can sell those golden cartridges for like hundreds of dollars. I hate
Like
myself.
The
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, I was terrible
If
at that
anyone
game.
has a copy
Yeah.
of the first Ocarina of Time for
one's that?
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 64,
That's good.
because it's a golden cartridge.
I think I've had that.
It's one of the few
That's
golden
good.
cartridges besides the GoldenEye one, and
Yeah.
they're going for like thousands of dollars
It's
right now.
outrageous. And like my my GoldenEye game died, and when we were moving here from Indiana, I found the packaging and the sleeves and everything was in pristine condition, but I didn't have the game anymore because I played it so much that it died. I was like, no, I could have made so much money. Damn it. Fucking up.
Yeah, Zia made a shitload of money, I'm sure, on my video games.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
I wanted to do that for the network. I
Yeah.
wanted,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I'm so
I-
into the video game world. I want to actually stream for us because I know we can.
Did you know there's actually a video game grading scale now?
Oh,
So
yeah.
where like they will actually slab your video games encased,
Unplayed.
much like right. It's kind of like that where they actually have it like that to where it's graded, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
huh.
Yeah.
And I look back at some of the games I had that I just sold to Zia for just pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Zia, for those that are listening, is just a local record shop that buys like a lot of pulp culture items.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't have a tube TV. This Nintendo 64 and my
I still have one.
Super Nintendo and all that stuff. It doesn't look good on a flat screen TV like we're looking
Yeah.
at right here in Kevin's house. Like it just doesn't look good. And I'm like, man, in wrestling games. So I heard you guys talking about it. I stepped away to go to the restroom, but I played my wrestling games on the 64.
Yeah.
yeah.
They were the best.
Yeah.
was it WCW Nitro was a great one.
WCW versus the World came out first.
Yeah.
WCW Revenge, WWE WrestleMania 2000, and then the
Yep.
best one ever was WW
No Mercy.
No Mercy.
No Mercy.
And I
was-
said WWE, but I was mistaken. They were both WWF.
yeah, back when they were
No Mercy, man. I even had one shipped. I got it on eBay. I can't remember what the name of the game was, but it was. I guess it probably had smoother gameplay than any of the other ones, but it had the same gaming engine as it. I don't remember what it was, but Nintendo 64s from Japan were different than the ones from America.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I went
true.
to like put it in. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is awesome. I finally got this game that everybody's been raving about. I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. It doesn't click in. And
Oh,
I see
no.
that there's little notches on the Japan game that didn't fit in it. So I got out some needle nose pliers, chopped them off, plugged it in. It fit just fine.
Screw you,
And it
Japan.
worked?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but I'm like, this is awesome. I didn't play it much because I'm like, I already got all my stuff set up in No
Yeah.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Like I even stole Lance Storm's gimmick where I created myself, of course. But then I'm like, I had this valet that came out with me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I remember what he called to this person. And I'm like, I'm kind of dating this person, but it's kind of messed up that I'm putting this on there. But I'm going to do it anyway because I would tell her because it would be funny.
Yeah.
Because when he would come out with Don Marie, they would announce him. And now coming out to the ring with his personal bitch, Don Marie, Lance Storm.
That's right. I forgot about
and
that.
all I did was put on the person that was coming out with me, was personal bitch.
Yep. I remember that.
Okay, this was the late '90s. Everybody, get off your high horse.
It was a different time.
Hashtag you too. I know it. I know it's shitty that I did it, but it was funny at the time.
It's still funny.
It's still funny.
It's probably still funny for people over 30. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry it is,
I qualify.
but it is. And I always said it because of Mandy. Otherwise, I said people over 40. But at least two of us over 40.
Over 40?
I know, but he's stuck in the 90s, so no matter what, everything is funny to him. But it was funny. So I would see this person, not named Mass Blogster, but my real name, and it would say so-and-so, and it would say W/personal bitch. Well, he would say personal bitch because I was talking in cursive.
Yeah.
Gotta
But it
be
was just
fancy.
funny. It was funny
Yeah.
at the time, but apparently it's not funny anymore, so hashtag you too.
Personal cunt.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Or I guess we could just go with the in-betweeners. Clunge. With his minge.
Or Jeff Dolniak's word. Skunt.
I'm sure she approves.
Probably.
Sure.
Oh, he doesn't say that about his current. Yeah.
No, I can't imagine.
He said that about one of mine previously. But
Okay. I was going to say.
It's fitting. It works.
I don't see that working out with Jeff, but
No.
okay.
You
You say
wouldn't
so.
say that now. No. He said it about one of mine that I previously dated, but yes. It
Ooh,
fits.
what's her name?
Oh, I'm not going to get into that. And it doesn't matter that she may have
It doesn't matter what her name is.
born my child, but it doesn't matter that she may be related to my child. But it's
Oh my!
Oh.
we'll stay away from that.
Technically not incest.
Anyway,
Oh my!
how's that Imperial Stout?
Oh, this is Imperial Stout's really good. Yeah, Sam Smith.
Hey, that Infinity
You get a
trailer.
sip of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a podcast to
didn't
do.
realize
What
you
are we
had
talking
had it.
about?
Oh yeah,
I've had this
podcasting.
one before, but I
Oh
just
man,
wanna
it's
remember.
amazing.
Podcasting that trailer.
Yeah. So
I gave
what's
this one a
great?
5 in the
What-
past. That's
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So what's great about this podcast?
I've never had.
Yeah, put this in your mouth.
It's good.
It's a beer too.
Okay.
You gotta let
It
that liquor
remains
go
a
down your
5.
throat.
I'm gonna check it in again.
Give it to Jesse. He
It's
needs to
a
taste this.
stout.
And I
It's a
unlocked the
stout.
middle of the road badge.
It's a dark
Imperial
beer.
Stout at that.
Yeah.
Just put that in your mouth, Jesse. Taste it.
It tastes
Have
like
you
a
ever had
stout.
something dark and sweet in your mouth before?
No comment.
Oh, my. Well, I guess I have no
Sorry, it
chance
was
then.
opportune
That's
time. I
that's
can't.
a thumbs up from everybody around here.
Look at that. I have no chance again. Jeez. Keep trying to get with her.
War trailer. Oh my god, it
Yeah.
was amazing.
I have
59 minutes in, not including the musical intro. We're like, you know what? We should talk about this Infinity trailer. Jesse, 2 episodes ago when we are recording, he's like, we should watch that Infinity trailer. I'm really high, but I should really watch it first before we start recording.
Are we
Just
really?
in case I see something new.
Are we 59 minutes into 251?
Yeah,
Should we go to 252?
we should.
All right,
Okay.
let's
Holy
tease it.
shit.
Infinity, Black Panther, we need to talk about, and then whatever else. Let's do it. Let's get 3 episodes in one, because we're not done drinking by any
No
stretch.
fucking way.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
There was a man with a gun in his hand as smoke just filled his nose, wearing a smile from the death of a child while blood splattered his clothes. One single tear from the man standing near is just what had to be done. Not just a game, but escape from the pain. He killed his only son. And I let go from here and tell his mother feel. Now all he has is his memories of his sickened child, always begging please, just do it now, take care of me, I'm all you have, now set me free. Now mommy dear, set down your drink, and don't you lay your hands on me. You've never been that good to me, thank God I had my daddy. And I didn't choose him, then try to save him. New baby boy with ability to be anything that he wants to be, but by the age of his early teens, one small lump altered everything. What was this about master plans? As he lay his head onto his hands, it was said, what's done is done. Shattered family with 3 minus 1. It's a happy day. Her love was on its way. It was a happy day. Her love was on its way.
Subscribe and download back episodes of Maskerpiece Theater at abnormalentertainment.com/Maskerpiece Theater. Search Maskerpiece Theater on Facebook. Email maskedblogster at maskedblogster@gmail.com. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.